Hello students, today we are going to study the entropy of the ideal gas. We are deriving this equation for entropy. We have already studied the change in the entropy ds is given by change in heat at that temperature, that is called the change in entropy. Remember, this is just a differential entropy and we are not calculating actual change in entropy. Okay, so for example, suppose this is some process, then we can only find out the change in entropy for very short interval of time at which temperature is constant. We will assume that the temperature is constant, but now we want to derive the change in entropy over all the process or entire process. So we will assume this is equation number 1, and then we will derive using first law of thermodynamics. We know the first law of thermodynamics is dq is equal to dw plus du, right? Now for du we write cv dt, and for dw we write p dv, correct? Now instead of pv we will write another equation for that. For that we have already seen such example. This is nothing but from the ideal gas equation, we are taking differentiation from the both side, and from this we can get p dv plus v dp. This is equal to nr dt, right? Or for some cases we have considered n equal to 1 and just considered r dt. So from this is the work done. So for this we can also write r dt minus v dp. Therefore we can write dq is equal to cv dt, which is du, plus dw is nr dt minus v dp, nr dt minus v dp. So for example, for n equal to 1 we can combine this. So this is cv plus r into dt. We have taken dt common outside, and that's why we know what is this. Cv plus r is Cp, heat capacity at constant pressure. So our dq becomes Cp dt minus v dp. So this is according to the first law of thermodynamics. We will divide T. So we will get dq by T is equal to Cp dt over T minus v by T into dp. Now here the variable is P, and here is there is no P. So what we will do, using ideal gas equation, we will convert this into the variable P. So we know PV is equal to nRT, and therefore from this equation we can write V by T is equal to nR upon P. So we will substitute this in this equation. So we will get Cp dt by T minus nR by P into dp. Now here Cp is constant, nR is constant. So this is only variable with T, this is only variable with P. So we can get this is ds, that is very small change in the entropy, and if we integrate all over the process, then we can get the total change in entropy. Okay, so integrating this, let's say the initial position is having temperature T1 and pressure P1, or in your Zemansky book it is denoted TR and PR for the reference line. So from that temperature and pressure we are achieving some temperature T and P. So that will be our limit for integration. So delta S, that is total change in entropy for all over the process, is equal to Cp integration dt over T from the range Tr to T, and then here it is minus nR, then integral over Pr to P dp upon P. We know the integration of 1 upon x is log x, and so we will get here Cp log T from Tr to T minus Nr log P from Pr to P. Now if we consider that the state Tr and there can be some constant, let's say Sr, which corresponds to the state at which we are considering the entropy, first state, reference state. Okay, so from this if we solve further, we will get delta S is equal to Cp ln T minus Nr ln P plus Sr, which was the integral constant, minus Cp ln Tr plus Nr ln Pr. Now consider these terms. These are only depending on the reference state, that is R. Combining all the state and naming them S0. So we will get Cp ln T minus Nr ln P plus S0, where S0 is Sr minus Cp ln Tr plus Nr ln Pr. Okay, so this is initial entropy and this is the change in entropy. So the entropy can be given. We can choose this S0 arbitrarily. So we can write S is equal to, which is the entropy at that temperature and pressure, Cp ln T minus Nr ln P, and plus this S0, which we can determine arbitrarily or from the experiments. Okay, but this is our entropy of the ideal gas. So if we know temperature and pressure at particular state, then we can determine its entropy. Obviously we need to know S0, but as I told, we can determine it experimentally or we can choose it arbitrarily. Now if we know what is the volume and temperature, in that case we can consider dq is equal to Cv dt plus Pdv. Now we do the same procedure as we did earlier. We will divide this by T, this is by T, and again instead of P by T we will write Nr upon V. So this will become Cv dt upon T plus Nr upon V into dV. So integrating on both sides, so this will become Cv ln T plus Nr ln V plus some constant. Now this can be another constant than the previous constant. In the derivations we have assumed Cv and Cp are constants, but for some cases Cv can be a function of volume and Cp can be a function of pressure. So in that case we will explicitly write ds is equal to, for n number of moles, n integration over initial to final state Cv dt upon T plus Nr ln Vf upon Vi. So we have found out the integration of this, but Cv is not constant, so we have written this explicitly as it is. Or similarly we can write n integration of Cp dt over T minus Nr ln Pf upon Pi. Or if we have to change this minus sign, we can reciprocate the log. So we can also write instead of this integration from initial to final state dP by T plus Nr ln Pi upon Pf. So this gives the change in entropy for the ideal gas. So for the ideal gas, basically we consider that Cp and Cv are constant, but for real gases they may depend on volume and pressures. So these are the expressions for change in entropy for the entire process.